It's my first Sunday back in the UK. And if you're new to this channel, if this is your first video, then I would encourage you to go back and watch the previous videos from the very start, because what this channel is about, it's about my return from the Philippines after 3 years of living abroad, my return to the United Kingdom. And so what I want this channel to be about, what this channel is about, it's about my return, my life reset, my rebuilding as I begin life again in the United Kingdom. And so I'm actually staying in my local church. They've put me up in their, well, what would you call this? Like the coffee hub, the youth hub, and it's a very pleasant place to stay. And so I've got my, I've got a mattress just over there, and I slept there for the first time last night, and it was great. It was so comfortable. So thank you to everyone who's been helping me and getting me settled, and so that I can begin the next stage of my life here. So I don't know how long I'm going to be staying here in this church, until I can find my own place, until I can get a job sorted. But today's the first full day back, and let me tell you, it was raining last night. Well, the first Sunday back, sorry. So today's the first Sunday back in the UK, so I'll be at church this morning, and it'll be good to see everyone again. And I have no excuses for being late, because I literally live right beside the church, so there's no excuse if I'm running late. And this morning I actually went out for a walk, went to the shop. I needed to buy a few essentials. And actually in a previous video I said where I was in Bangor with the hotel. I was staying in a hotel for the first 3 nights of my return. When I went walking out there, there wasn't many friendly people. People didn't want to say good morning, but here, and it's just as my pastor says, here people are very friendly. There's a bit of community up here, which is great. So it's nice when you go out and you say good morning to people, they say good morning back, and yeah, it's good. It's good. But yes, so this morning I went out to the shop, and really guys, I bought my first mini grocery shop. So I did just bought in a few basics, and that there was provided for me by the church yesterday, but I realized I had no tea bags and I had no milk. So I thought, right, I need to get some milk and some tea bags, because I love a good cup of tea. But let's just do a grocery haul reveal if you want. Is my lighting? Which way is my lighting? Maybe I'll go around this way. Let's do a grocery haul reveal. And I'm not one of these people who dresses up as something it's not, but what did I buy then? So I bought cheese slices. Everyone who knows me knows that I love my cheese slices, especially before I left for the Philippines. So I bought cheese slices. I can easily have them in some bread. I bought butter, because otherwise I'll have nothing to spread on the bread. That rhymes. Spread on the bread. I bought Farmley tea bags, £1.99. So they're the cheapest tea bags that I saw in that particular store. I bought brioche rolls, so you can never have enough bread, so that'd be nice to eat some brioche. I bought milk, yeah, and I bought apple juice. So I just need to keep myself a wee bit healthy, and I think it says on here it's one of your 5 a day, so that's not too bad. Sweet and crisp. So yeah. Oh, sorry guys, got the apple juice in the way. So how much did all this cost? Well, it came to a total cost of £12.94. So it's a bit on the high side of things, different from what I'm used to in the Philippines. So let me just check that. £12.94 in Philippines, because that in the currency in the Philippines. Wow. So that's 1,000 pesos in the Philippines. So I could buy a whole lot more. If I was spending that money in the Philippines, that would get me a lot more than what we've got here. But I appreciate different country, different cost of living. That's the way it is. So it's something that I have to get used to again, even though it can be quite shocking. Like last night, I was at a restaurant with a friend and I bought this chicken fillet type meal with onion rings and champ and mushrooms. And I was literally shocked at the price. It was like £19. And guys, I couldn't actually finish it. I couldn't eat it. And that restaurant was very cold last night. I don't know. I was just suffering with, I think last night I was suffering with withdrawal symptoms from the Philippines. As a Christian, walking with God is very important to me, which is why I'm taking time to read the Bible and pray. Because if I don't do those things, then without God, without a relationship with God, I can do nothing. Well, guys, it is a Monday morning, my first Monday back in the UK, and so I had a nice time at church yesterday, reconnecting with my church family, and they've been really supportive of me since I came back here, and they're really, trying to help me as best as they can, and giving me food and to get me going again, and also really offering me like blankets and duvets and things like that. But what we've got here is we've got a wee setup here already. We've got a bed and a mattress and a duvet and then just some of my stuff there. So I'm just trying to get myself a wee bit organised. And this really is a period of rebuilding and resetting my life. And so today, I've already applied for a few jobs last week, but I'm going to put in some more applications. And actually, I was advised to apply for Universal Credit as well, because they can really help you with the whole job application process. It's not something I really wanted to do because I don't like claiming money from the government, but if they pay you to look for work, then I'll do that. Bring in a wee bit of money just to help while I find work. So yeah, I'm gonna have some breakfast now, and I'm feeling quite hungry. I've been waking up since I got home. I've been waking up around 5:30. I woke up at around 5:30 this morning, or maybe 5 actually, and that's around the time I would generally wake up at in the Philippines anyway. So it's just interesting how your body adapts, and yeah, let's get some breakfast. Right, what shall I have this morning? I think I will have... What shall I have? I think I'll have some Vita with some cheese. It's still very early to be eating, but I'm very hungry, so I may as well just eat something, and then later on I can eat a bit more. Make a cup of tea as well. And you're probably wondering, why am I wearing a coat? Well, I did have the heating on in here for the first full day that I came back, and it's not too cold in here, but it is, if you know what I mean. But I don't want to be using the heat all the time because the church has bills to pay, and everywhere's struggling, isn't it? So everyone's struggling, so I don't want to be that person that takes advantage of a place that I'm just temporarily staying in. I don't want to do that. So wearing a body warmer, wearing a coat, and I'm cozy enough, I'm warm enough. And if it gets really cold, I'll put the heating on. But for now, just keep cool and carry on. Guys, I'm being serious about this. I think faith is the most important thing you can have during these very difficult times, to be honest. Because for me, I don't know what I'd do without my faith. Like, that's what's brought me back here to the UK. That's what's brought me back from the Philippines with a positive mindset, a motivated mindset. I know there might be people watching this video that aren't really that way inclined. You don't really believe, and that's okay. But I do believe, and so I'm not preaching at you, but I'm just sharing about the role of faith, the role of Christianity in my life. And so I do believe that God is helping me, and when I say that God is helping me, it doesn't mean that life will be easy. It doesn't mean that I'm expected to get a job straight away, or that I'm expecting to work straight away, or get a place straight away. But these things are kind of testing us. So this is kind of a test for me, but also just a character developing as well. This is the stage of my life that I'm in. And I just trust, I'm trusting God with everything, guys. And that's the most important thing. And you know what? I prayed this morning. And you never know, it might happen, it might not. But I prayed and asked God that if possible, that I can get my wife and son over here by Christmas 2026. So 11 months from now. That would be an absolute miracle. And even if it doesn't happen, I still trust God that it will happen in His time. So, if you believe in miracles, then pray with me. Pray in agreement with me, and we will see what God does. Vita's a very nice bread, actually.